for more on South Africa's new leadership, the publisher of Inside Watch Africa, Oluwase Adeyemo, joins me here in Lagos. Good to have you join us.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
So President Cyril Ramaphosa has now been sworn in for a second term in office, and he has pledged to fight inequality. But how weakened is he as he takes office?
Weakened? Yes, to some extent. He doesn't have the kind of power he had when the ANC had the majority in the House or in the Parliament. The truth of the matter is, when you're president and you know your audience, you are still able to do a lot of things. So, in my opinion, yes, in brackets, you can say he's less stronger than he was, but the president of any nation is strong any day.
He is expected to appoint a cabinet in the coming days. That would also include his new coalition partners, the DA, and 3 other smaller parties. That's why I was asking, how weakened is he? Because would he be negotiating from a position of strength in terms of putting a cabinet together?
First, he will be negotiating from a point of strength, but it's a coalition. There's a need for him to do the good man of a negotiator, someone who is able to get as much as he can for his party and for the nation. I'm taking into consideration the desire and want of other parties. But truth of the matter is that the stand is still sitting at the vantage position, because then he's president and they still have the majority, as it were, when compared to the stake of vote other parties got. So they need to work with him. They need to be willing, because they are sort of having an in with the government as well. So he's still sitting at the vantage position. Yes, it would have been better for ANC to have the majority vote as they have had. But now they still have an opportunity, and I believe it is better for the people, because then I always believe that absolute power corrupts absolutely. And so taking part of this power is good for the people, and I'm always on the side of the people.
Is it really better for the people when you consider the ideological differences and divisions in this party? What then is the prospect of stability and meaningful development?
Now, you see this thing about ideology, I've always wondered what we all mean. Because the truth of the matter is, the big ideology is that the country is better governed, and that the people get what we call in Nigeria the dividends of democracy. You see, yes, we want this, you want that. Those for me are minor ideologies and minor wants and needs. The major want is for the people. And if they are all sincere and they are truly pursuing, the good of the people, then every one of them are on the same side. Yes, I agree that there are racial divisions and, in your word, ideological divisions. But the actual ideology is that the country is better governed. People get a better life. They have security, crime is tamed. There are no more downtime in power. You have employment for the youth. I believe that any right-thinking leader, that for the people. So, in my opinion, whatever divides them cannot be compared to what unites them.
Sometimes it is not the vision that is the problem. It is the way, how to get there, when everyone has a different opinion on how to get there. But I also wanted to ask you, he has talked about, dealing with issues around inequities in the country. He's talked about the disapproval and disappointment of voters, which led the ANC to where it is now. What are the challenges, before him, the very issues that he would have to surmount?
If I want to put it simplistically, I would say that they need to be more fair to the people. The truth of the matter is, like we know, at least in Africa, most often politicians, would always have other things to deal with other than serving the people. And in my opinion, if he takes on the job seriously and is fairer to the people than he was, or the government was, then it will be easier for him to deal with this. Because you see, when you have things to deal with other than serving the people is when you have problems. When you truly bring it to the table, the law is there. As you can see, as a people, they've been able to do what they have done because they have the rule of law working for them. I mean, compared to most countries in Africa, I think South Africa must be said to be upholding the rule of law in their country, and that's why they've been able to get the kind of results they've gotten so far. So in my opinion, if they, as a government, come together and put the people, at the forefront of what they want to do, it will be easier for them to navigate through this time, than we all suspect it will be.
Thank you so much for your time. As always a pleasure. Publisher of Inside Watch Africa, Oluwaseyi Adeyemo.
Thank you so much for having me.
Was staying in Africa, a huge fire outbreak in Chad, which broke out at an ammunition depot, has reportedly led to the